my question would be, if the governing bodies of the game and the competing organisations aren't going to provide the funding that makes the grassroots of the game better, will those players somehow that eventually make a lot more money contribute to the bottom end of the game? Because if there's no bottom of the game, there's no top of the game, you guys are out of a job.
Mr. John Morris.
Yeah, I'll take that one then. Well, look, if you look at it from the perspective of the futures, it's the lower end of professional tennis. I think 1981, the 10K started. They were stuck on 10K until 2016.
Yep.
I mean, it's a joke. To be that good, to be playing at those levels, you're a very good tennis player. To have that length of time where there's no prize money increase, and it's still only 15K now, it's nothing. And actually, if you look at it, the referees that referee those weeks will walk away with more than the winner. It's wrong. So there has to be trickle-down economics. There has to be. Now, this is all part of the problem. The ITF oversee those. So then it goes ITF, ATP for challengers, and ATP for tour, and then obviously Grand Slams. For me, I think everything, if there is going to be a change in this Premier Tour, there has to also be a great reset, as Dan and I were talking about. It needs to be one governing body, 7 seats, ATP, WTA, ITF, 4 Grand Slams, and the PTPA. And all of those are in charge of the money distribution. It can't stay at the top of the game. We're seeing what the slams are earning, and it's monstrous. So from 500, ATP, WTA 500, 250, 125s, right the way down, there's got to be an increase. You can't be 150 in the world and not breaking even. It's not right. Or even 300 or 400 in the world. I was talking to Mark when we were up at the bar, or no, someone else, and it was, we were discussing, guy at 300 in the world, their income might be 100K, 60K, sorry, and their expenses are 100. How's that right? You're 300 in the world at something, you are very, very good. So to your point, you're absolutely right, and that's, I believe in the same. We need to see that whole pie distributed. It won't be even, because obviously the top players are going to take the lion's share, and rightly so, but there has to be the correct trickle-down economics to make sure everybody's paid properly.
And especially because you say there is a market to do that now, because it doesn't work particularly well. There's nobody's watching those events. Agreed. Nobody's coming out to support. It's not very well organized. So you have the opportunity to do an overhaul, and that's an argument for the change, is that it might actually end up being better, but there has to be something done, and it's not easy. But that could be a pro-change argument, that if they end up doing this level better, it's better for the whole tennis world.
Well, if you're playing a futures of 15K or 25K, especially here in the UK, you're playing in front of nobody. Yet you look at Wimbledon and it's absolutely rammed. We are a tennis nation. We consume tennis better than most other countries. Yeah. So we really need to look at how we increase
the one thing I want to just
eyeballs.
add in, actually, and not many people will know this, you can now get paid to play in college tennis. So if it trickles down into those rankings, there's now this NIL where you can actually get paid good money to go to college. If all of a sudden we've got 1,500 spaces of people making a living through playing tennis, we have a lot more coaches, we have a lot more academies, we have a lot more clubs, we have a lot more, and that then trickles down into grassroots, mini tennis, parks. It should, it can just keep going and going and going. And so it has to start from somewhere.